Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a date update. I'm finally awake. I'm gonna try my hardest not to cry again. Started out that he showed up to my house with flowers and he just looked so happy when I opened the door. Like, he was so excited and it was so cute. He then took me to this Italian restaurant that is my absolute favorite food, and we sat down and we just like talked for an hour. I think when you go from friends to lovers, there's a lot to just talk about, and it was perfect. They say when you find your person, you know, and I was just looking at him at the table and I was like, wow, like this is my soulmate. And the best part about this whole thing, and I even told him this, was I was looking and dating and doing all these things to try and, you know, find a match, and my match was in front of me all along. I'm doing so good without crying. Okay, now I'm tearing up a little bit. We then went to the ice cream shop, and while we were walking, he like grabbed my hand, and this is gonna sound so cringy, and I'm honestly gonna cringe when I say this right now, but when he held my hand, like I had goosebumps down my body. A girl is so content and is simping so hard. Like, I'm in love. We were walking and the weather was perfect. It was like 80 degrees out. The energy in the city was just so nice. Like, it was a perfect date. We then took a seat on this bench that was like in the middle of like traffic, and we just had the views of the city, and we were just like sitting there hanging out, and I just like, you know when you're somewhere and you are just, there's nowhere else you would rather be? Okay, wait, this Armani blush is so pretty, but it is so pigmented. I need to blend this. Wait, okay, much better. I am dating him, meaning like I'm in a relationship. I can't believe I'm saying that. My heart is just with this man. Nobody will ever understand me the way that he does. And I even told him, I was like, you know, I want you to know it is truly an honor to be your girlfriend. I understand entirely that this is the situation a lot of people will understand, although I will say way more people understand it than I could have ever even imagined, and I thank you for that. But it, like I said, it's one of those things where it's like either you get it or you don't. But if you don't get it, wow, are you missing out on something so beautiful? I'm telling this story in a very slow way, and I know some of you guys are like, you just want views. Like, it's real people with real emotions, very heavy, a lot going on, all good things. But you know, he's not as used to being so vulnerable online. I've been doing this for years, so we just want to give some grace and give some patience, and I think that's okay. You're gonna know the whole backstory of how everything came to the surface and how I realized everything, and all the questions that you have, you already know I'm going to answer them. I know you know, so just trust. And yeah, that's kind of the date update. This is the final makeup look. I'm going to actually Charli D'Amelio's birthday tonight. I'm excited to celebrate her, and I love you guys. Bye.